So one of the common problems with iCloud and your photo library is that things get cluttered up. And I know people who have terabytes of storage, and there's a lot of, let's call it trash or photos you don't really need in them anymore. And what good photographers do is they are able to find files and photos in the future they would like to find. And this is the system I came up with in order to have a personal library outside of iCloud that you can migrate also to other ecosystems like Linux or Windows in the future, so you're not caught up in the Apple ecosystem anymore, but it also works with the Apple ecosystem. So let's see what I'm doing. First of all, I turned off iCloud Photo Sync because I actually don't want to use iCloud Photo Sync anymore, because I want to use my own library. There are two tools we will use. The first is DigiKam, this one, and the other one is LosslessCut. This we will use for videos, and DigiKam we will use for photos. Everything will be stored in our pictures library. So this is the default library where also the photo library is stored, but this is a format that you can't transfer to other systems. And for me, I don't have that much data in it, so I can work locally. I don't need an external SSD. But when you have a lot of data, you definitely going to need an external SSD, because you won't be able to carry around terabytes of photos that you really don't need anyways. So what I would do if I had terabytes of storage in my photo library, I would create a new photo library. You can do this by holding down the Option key, opening the photo library, and select your SSD drive, and in here create the new photo library. And what I would do then is, this is my photo library. I hope I don't have to blur out anything. I'll be cautious. So what I would do then is turn on iCloud photos on my external SSD. Make sure it's formatted in the right format. I think it's ASDF, Apple format something. And then what you want to do is download, like this right here. Let's see, I would do this one, download the originals to my Mac. And when we do this, and first we use a system photo library, all data, all pictures and photos you have will be downloaded to your external SSD. This is great for backup, and then we can migrate to our system where we move out of the iCloud photo library and into a file-based system we can refer to later, and also migrate to other people way more easier than the Apple photo library. So move on. What I did right here is I'm currently exporting all my pictures. You can do this here, export, and I'm going to export all my pictures into my pictures. And right here I created different files. They follow a pattern. So inbox is where I will drop off all the pictures, because you don't have time. When you don't have time, you just want them to live in your inbox. But when you find time, like weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, you want to declutter and structure it in files that make sense to you. And what I chose, I don't want them to be more than 3 levels deep. So the maximum I'm going to have is projects. These are my gym vlog content kind of things. Maybe there will be more projects in the future, I don't know yet. And still here, the same structure. I'm following inbox. There's this where I will drop off all the footage if I don't have time right now to edit, trim, or select pictures, because I want to free up storage on my device. And I show you this in the next step, and move the photos from my iPhone in this example to my either external SSD, or in my case the macOS storage. And this system is super easy to migrate and move to an external SSD, and we can work with that as well. So right here I have photos, and then I have videos, and when I just want to import stuff, I put it into the inbox. One handy tool I found, and I'm a long-term macOS user and I didn't know of, is the image capture app. This is a native app that is shipped with your Mac, and when you open this, you can choose select all, and then what we want to do is, once we connect our phone, we want to open the image capture app and no longer the default photo library app on macOS. And we want to delete after import and not keep the originals. So where do we want to import them? We want to import them in another location, and the other location is the pictures, and right here it's just the inbox folder. So we choose this will be saved for next time as well, and then we just simply press download. There might be a way to do this automatically every time the iPhone gets connected to the PC. Right now I'm doing it manually because actually it's fast and it's not a lot of work. When we look at the iPhone, then we will see that it's decluttered. There are no more photos on the iPhone, and everything will be stored in this inbox thing. So let's move on and see what we are doing with the pictures once we put them in the inbox folder. What we want to do next is create a filter, and we want to filter them and only select the images, because videos we will trim differently than the photos. And this is a common tool photographers would use in order to select the best pictures and delete the rest of them. I guess we live in a time right now where we can take so many pictures and storage is so cheap, so we don't think about it anymore. But only files and pictures we know exist and we can refer to are relevant files. And you can't tell me that your camera roll with thousands or even hundreds of thousands of files that are not structured and just live in the library, that you can refer to them and that you can actually use them. And when I think back, like my grandparents, they used to print out the pictures and made nice books with the pictures. And it's a real joy looking at the pictures, because all the tedious work we are doing right now, they did. And there's no substitute for that. If you want to have high quality pictures, that you can refer to in the future, and a system that is bulletproof and you're not dependent on an ecosystem, then that's the way to go, or at least it's my current workflow. I might adapt the workflow in the future, but that's what works for me right now. And I think it's quite handy and also fast. There are limitations in the photo library, which is the reason why I wanted to migrate out of it. For example, trimming clips is not handy. It's a tedious process. You have to use your mouse and you have to make so many clicks. There are not a lot of shortcuts. With the DigiKam app, yeah, you can download this. It's open source, it's free. We have the opportunity to add custom keyboard shortcuts for all the actions, which is something I love, because I don't want to take my hands off the keyboard when I'm working, because this process has to be fast in order to be enjoyable. And I actually like it. I think it's fun filtering out, finding good images, and trimming the clips. So let's walk through a couple pictures right here. That's where I took some nice photos back then when I had my camera. And the next thing I want to do is move them into a custom folder. That's perfect. And when this window pops up, we can then search for where we want to move them. So let's move them to photography. And bam, they are gone. Perfect. And a cool thing about this is that when we go back to the inbox, they're gone from here as well. So how do we create a new is not a library, a new folder? Simply create new, give it a name, a category, we don't need this, and leave this as the default, because we want to move the files from one folder to another folder and don't want them all to be referred in the parent folder, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's about this. So quick recap, we use DigiKam to migrate from Apple photo library to a file-based photo library and have a custom file structure where we can refer and find files and photos in the future based on subfolders. So let's move on to LosslessCut. And what we want to do is select only the videos. This is quite handy because we can select the videos by filtering by kind. And we can see, okay, all the other ones are images, so we don't want to import them. So open, and right here, let's pick a video I know I can show. This one right here, for example. This one I can show. We have the opportunity to cut the clip. Let's say we want to make this the end of the clip. And a real cool handy feature is that we can choose the in and out points. For example, let's press play again, and we want this to be the out point, and then we want this part to be as well, but everything in between we don't want. So what are the opportunities next? We can export this And where do we want to export them? What we want to select is, I guess, at least in my opinion, I want to export them into separate files. So I want to have this file, that file, and that file. Why do I want it like this? Because I'm going to use this file in Final Cut later, and I think it's just handier working with more small files than one large one. And if I'm cutting out this part, that part, and that part, so why would I want to do a process? I mean, the editing part, Final Cut is going to take care of. So export as separate files. And where do we want to export them to? Well, under pictures, projects, and Gem Media, and we can just select Gem Media Inbox. Okay, select output folder. Well, that didn't work. Let's do it again. Projects, Gem Media, 00 inbox, select. Perfect. You can see that works, and then we can export it. I won't do this right now with this clip, so let's go to another one. LosslessCut, we have the opportunity to, when we go into the settings and scroll down, keyboard, we have the opportunity to either read all the shortcuts or define them or add a new one. That's what I would like to say. So what we want to select, for example, this file is trash, and the shortcut for deleting it is D. So let's press D, and right here it comes up with a bunch of options. What do you want to do after exporting a file, or when pressing the delete source file? This is what we just did. D for delete, E for export. Just good in the morning and easy to remember. Trash, yes. Trash original source file, yes. Trash, yes. Permanently delete the files if trash fails, yes. If I want to delete it, I want to delete it. And we also want to do this. Do all of this automatically after exporting a file. Yes, because our whole workflow is that we move the files into our inbox, work with those two tools, LosslessCut and DigiKam, to filter and then put them in a different folder. So let's press confirm. And we have the opportunity with Control and arrow down to open the next one. Sorry, we can move up and down, but if we want to select the next clip, I have to go to here. We can scroll up and down, but if you want to go to the next clip, we have to press Control as well. So Control to go up and down with the clips, and just the arrow shift to see the clips. So let's go through the options real quick. We want to keep. What does this do? When we have a clip like this right here, and we press play, these are the parts I want to keep. Otherwise, if we select here, if we select remove, close this, we also have the option right down here, but it doesn't matter. Vice versa. You can see it here actually. This will be saved, this will be deleted. This is quite handy the way they did this. And this is the other way around. But actually, we want to keep it. the next option, working directory. This is where the temporary files will be stored. Choose custom directory because I don't want them to have to live in my inbox. So we have to create a new folder, and this will be the same folder as here. I have one for DigiKam, and I'll create a new one for LosslessCut. And this is just for file management. No, for the program to store the steps in between. We will never use this, but I don't want this to live in my library where my pictures are, because that gets messy. We can select the files where we want to keep them, and we want to keep them in pictures, probably inbox. And we want to create a new folder in inbox for our videos. Yeah, actually I was mistaken. Right here we can select where you want to store the files, like the LLC, and in the where do we want the export to be. Here are a couple more handy shortcuts. So Shift Enter, Control Shift down, Control Shift up. Let's walk through a couple of examples and see how it is going. So we said Shift Enter, perfect. This clip is perfect. I want to keep it like this. So Shift Control down. Okay, perfect. So let's look at this. Okay, actually this is a folder. Interesting. Interesting. No, it's not a folder. Why did I think that? Okay, let's see. So let's see. Perfect. Okay, created this video yesterday. This is also an export project. This is perfect. So let's go back to the next one. This is somebody get, but it's saved. Okay, I don't. Let's delete this one. So delete it, and in order to see, is it gone? Yes, it is gone. Perfect. So let's take a look at this one. Okay, real random video, but I kind of like it, so I'm going to keep it. See if it's still here. It's here. Perfect. Oh, this is a friend of mine. I also really like this video. So how do we add keywords? There's also this option about keywords. Label. Oh, okay, we can label segments. Okay, and can we add keywords? Okay, we can add new, but can we add, is the keyword? Do I need keywords? Let's see. Keywords. No. Okay. Okay, this is also shift backslash or forward slash in order to open this. Let's try this out. Oh, nice. I really like shortcuts. Okay, how to close? There's no shortcut for close. Okay, oh, maybe. No. So I can open it with a shortcut, but I cannot close it with the same shortcut or escape. Okay. Whatever. So let's go to the next clip. I want to keep this. Actually, why not keep this? Also, I need to keep this one. So let's go. Oh, I have 3 clips. This right here, this right here, this right here. Because actually I want to keep the clip as a whole. I really like this clip. So, okay, what option do we have down here? Okay, perfect. No, would like to keep this clip as well. Oh, this is my grandpa. I also like to keep this clip. So let's have a look at this clip. We can press Shift L in order to scroll forward. This is a good example. So Shift H to go back. No. Okay, let's see the shortcuts. Fast, forward, shift, no, right, what is it, playback, slow down, okay, L to increase, J to slow down, but there's shift L, speed up, and shift J to slow down, and how do we go backwards? Is there no option for backwards? Playback more, increase, decrease, mute, reload, okay, maybe R already exists. Wait, what does it do? Change rotation. Okay, that might be smart. What do we want to use for reload? I don't know. All these are probably going to be taken already. No, Y works. So playback, segment once, loop, okay, beginning, end, play, seek, forward, backward, seek, okay, just left, control shift left, okay, let's see, so you can press left, and what is our control shift left, okay, that's nice. So left, control shift, shift. Okay, let's see. Control shift L. Yeah. A little bit too fast. Let's go back. Oh, that was all the way back. Let's go a segment forward, 2 segments. That's actually perfect. Start the incline. Yeah. Perfect. We can work with that. J to slow down. L to increase. Perfect. So you want to keep it like this. And then just do the next one. Let's do the next one. So in order to do the next one, that's me jumping and totally dying. Let's go up again. Some old training footage. Let's see motion activity monitor, because it's going crazy right now. What is taking so much CPU power? Okay, OBS. Okay, doesn't matter. Probably because I'm recording like 5K, but okay, let's go to the next one. So you get the point. Let's see. Let's press export, confirm. Do we have to, let's see, shift enter. Do we have to, okay, do we have to export every file? For example, this one as well. Export, and let's have a look. Let's go to Finder again, inbox, then we created LosslessCut, and in here are our exported videos. Let's have a look. Perfect. We already knew these were good. So let's have a look at a video we will cut right now. For example, we already said, okay, cut. We can export this, export this because they are fine. To export this. Nope, shift. We can, okay. From here, and actually want to go all the way to the end, to the end, to the end. Okay, it's end of the segment, interesting. But we want the end of the clip to be the end. So we make this the out point, export, yes. Let's have a look at this one. Perfect, want to keep it like this as well. And what about this? Oh, this one's interesting. So you see this part, and actually when we export it right now, I wanted to overwrite that file. And let's go to Finder, let's see, it should be here. Why is this one blank? Perfect, you see? That works perfect. That works perfect. Go to collections, and right here we want to add a new collection because we in inbox we created LosslessCut. Because the way LosslessCut works. Oh yeah, now it's here. Perfect. Need some time because DigiKam is great for organizing the stuff, but I wouldn't cut the clips with DigiKam. So we use LosslessCut for cutting the clips and DigiKam to organize it. Like for example, this right here goes definitely in the this is family kind of stuff. Perfect. And this is, I don't know, this will be gym content. It's easy to select like this. So bum. Let's go quick, puff. This is all gym content. Let's go through them real quick. That was gym content, that is gym content. This is all gym content. So this right here is all gym content. So let's go here and then call it in. We have the, so it's under gym media inbox. Inbox gym media as this is a stupid naming thing, but you get the idea. Let's go through the other ones real quick. Like these are definitely photography kind of stuff. So let's go to photography, and we can rename them and whatever we want. This is family stuff. Let's go here and family, yeah. And it's really quick. We don't. This is memory. This is friends. Let's go quick. What do we have? And this is also 00 inbox. This is family. Let's select the family one first. Family, family and friends. Let's say family and friends and family. And then we got this right here is memory. This is family, and let's make this memory as well. This might be gym content, I don't know. Yeah. Now we said memory. So move this to it's 00 inbox. We can rename it. And this right here, I start a new project. because stuff like this right now, also we create a new project, and it's going to be 001, and this is going to be, let's make it tech and tutorials. I know they could be better, but we can, let's rename this. Rename Gym Media Inbox. I don't know if this structure makes sense. We'll think about this later, see what really is applicable. So this is definitely sky 00 tech, and let's make it TAT. Give this the descriptive name as well, TAT, because in the future I won't remember what TAT meant. And we can also, let's rename this to GM for Gym Media, and give this a this name that describes this, so we know what we are doing. Why would I do this? Because it's way faster going like this. GM. See. Yeah, that's the workflow. Right here, for example, oh, it doesn't, oh, it does work, yeah. So this right here is already perfect. Take this off, and let's go to the next one. Let's like this clip, and right here we can see where this tool comes in handy. Okay, don't to the end, but in segments, perfect. So this is, let's go. Oops, that was all the way back, but leave some space before, so we can, okay, perfect. And then let's select export, perfect. Let's open the next one and do the same thing. Let's go to the end of the clip actually and go from here. So you can select this as the out point, and it won't be that long. Select this as the in point, then export and confirm, yes. So let's take a look at this clip right here. Okay, go to the end. Like this is import. This is out point. Export. Let's go to the first clip again. This one really perfect. Export. This clip right here. Let's see. This clip right here. Go to the end of the clip. Go back. Perfect. Leave some space. Can we skim? Wrong key. Shift L. Okay, nothing fancy happening. And then let's go to the end and go back. Perfect here. And then export. Select this. Unsupported file type. Oh, because it's an image. Let's just delete it. Okay, it's not possible. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Select the next one. Why did this go away? I never quit this. Why did it settings? Here, I should see it. Oh, because that's probably on top of it? No. Well, it doesn't matter. You get the gist of it. I told you how to. Here, second part. That's first part. We can leave it like this. Export. This is 180 kg. There's might be some people footage here. Let's go back here to here. Okay, set back here to here, maybe here. We can select this one, put it back. Start with here. Perfect. Yeah, just keep it like this. And you see we're at 4 clips right now. And we want to separate them and generate 4 new files. And let's do it for the next one as well. There aren't that many. No, I'm not that handy with the shortcuts yet, but so that was too much. Let's see. Let's press export. Let's put it back. Okay, can use this, export. Let's open this one. We don't need this. I'm really pissed that this thing is not working. Quit. and keys. I want it to work. Yeah, now it's working. Okay. So select the in point. Perfect here, and press export. Let's open a new one and actually to slow down because actually we don't want the speed to be more than speed. Actually no, it's frame. Start here or actually go back because we can use the clips and don't have to make it too short. So perfect. And now just press export, open the next one. And you can see that this is way faster once you get familiar. And this is me working the whatever. Is it the first time of this application? You saw it. We read the documentation together. And okay, and let's go a bit more. That's good. Export. And be careful, like with the settings we created. So start here and go a bit. Yeah, we could use this, for example, for B-roll footage. Nice. So let's continue. Stay on the other side. Start here. Make this the out point. And here. Perfect. Let's go a bit back. Make it normal speed. Let's create the next next plate. Here. Start here until here, or a bit further, and then so here again until here. Oh, that's some good B-roll footage as well. Here. So let's go one back. Now we are talking. We don't need this so much. Actually, I did load a plate at one point, so we can use this for some. Okay. Whatever. Always.
Og der bedste Entscheidung. Ja, die meisten Leute auch möglich.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I understand now. Yeah. Always the thing I'm always pressing for out. So let's go. Keep it like this. This. See, this we just created 10 clips in I don't know how much of a time, and let's see this real quick. this as well. And that's about it. So let's go back to inbox, LosslessCut, and then it should be pretty easy to filter them out. Or we just open the DigiKam thing, and right here we got videos, and this right here is a new project. So A-roll, B-roll, I think it's too much. I think it's too much. So let's rename this. We don't want it to be A-roll. Just give it a project name. I don't know. Is it video enough? Let's think about it real quick. We're going to refer to them later on, but they are not going to live in this library. So let me think real quick. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. We actually don't even need photo and video. We can delete this. Let's move to trash, and also video. There's nothing in here. So we can delete this as well, because there is actually something. Oh no, there's nothing in there. Okay, but under here we got videos, and this is just the inbox, and we want the videos to be in here, and also the pictures. And I think we can create here a new folder and give it a descriptive whatever name. So let's say, let's make it 2025, and then we have all the clips from 2025 in here. I mean, this will be more than enough, but if you want to make it more, what do you want to say? More descriptive, or category sizes more, then we can add a month as well, or just it's Q. Let's make it Q. We got the third quarter, and Q3 and Q4. I think that's good. That's good enough. And then we have all the pictures and videos in here, and that's really good structure in my opinion. So let's call it gym media 2025 Q3. I don't know. Let's see how big it gets, and then we can decide from here. Let's go to LosslessCut. Probably we'll need to reload it. Is there an option for this? So actually, yeah, we have to restart it now, but DigiKam, we got more than enough storage or RAM in that case. Let's see, what is it doing down here? Oh, perfect. Still loading new files. Here are all the videos, and these are actually, we can move them here and just Q3. No, doesn't work like that. That works. Q3, all the videos, and also the one picture. We want to move it in. We want to move this one picture as well. See, it's still in here. So move it here. Move here. When we move it here, it will be gone here. And I don't know if relinking will work. We can check this out. So let's open Final Cut, because I already created this project. Yesterday I was playing around a little bit, and so let's see. Some settings we want to change, a better performance, and original. Okay, we can live with that, and leave files in place. That works as well. And that's interesting. That's really interesting. I thought the files would be missing because we actually, right, let's reveal this in Finder. I think it's Shift Command R. Yep. Oh yeah, it's stored on my SSD, that's why. But if we go and open a new one, it's actually the same shortcuts you have in let's see. Okay, we're going to go on the movies because this is where we just stole the footage from, or whatever you want to call it. Here, I think that's where we got it from. See, all the files are missing, and I don't think we will be able to relink them. But let's see. See, all files are missing. I don't know, files, and then relink files, original media, locate all, and I mean we know where they live now. So let's see if that works. I'm not sure. So we got projects, we got gem media, and that should be enough. Yeah, because we split them up so they are named differently. So that won't work. If you want to do it like this, make sure to, when you use where's LosslessCut? I don't know. When you LosslessCut, when you use it like this, we want to make sure that when you have the settings, and then there's the opportunity, the setting for no. Yep. And that's also, yes. Where are the export options? That's, I don't care. Where were the delete options? So here, make sure to don't do only close current file. Yes, because otherwise we will move the files. So, but that's okay for us because everything is backed up. But actually then this is the project. I mean, it won't, you can't see anything. So we can open this, open this. Okay, that's the SSD. Interesting. We got the movies. Let's go to movies and delete this one because that's the one we are going to work with. A-roll, B-roll, working. That's something I can show you as well. And let's close this. This is the one from the SSD. And what I would do right now, close this library as well, open a library, locate, that's perfect right here. Actually, we want to create a new one because we just deleted it. So create a new one. My naming structure is like this. I can show you as well why it is like this. Let's see, it's untitled, that's perfect. Let's go back. Let's see what we are dealing with. Untitled, perfect. Let's go into this project. Still, it's kind of small, but it doesn't matter. A roll, B roll does not matter. So right here, no files in here. And how did I create this name? Because it's really describe whatever. So what I do right here, I got this what is it called? Alfred. And I created a macro for that. So I'll have row X. So with the date, so this is so I could sort it, and let's give it a describe name. And the project is going to be named the same. So 2025, I mean, this is empty. Find cut backups. We can delete these ones as well because nothing anymore. YouTube we can delete. This one I want to keep because I restructured it, so that's why we can work like that. So let's go back to Final Cut, and we have to open it now. Yeah, location SSD, locate here, open. Okay, because it's already the one, so let's close this one, open. Yeah, actually locate here, open. Perfect. And now we want to import media here and make sure under settings to leave files in place. And once we do this step, you don't want to change names or anything else again, because it will really mess with Final Cut, and you will fuck up your files. So let's go Macintosh, applications. Nope, it's not applications. Is it library? Yeah, here, and then under pictures, and here we got our project, Gym inbox. There's everything, media, and just select this one and import selected. Copy files, no, leave them. And we can use proxy files as well, but create new library, add an existing library. We're going to add a new project in an existing library, import. See, got a keyword, the keyword are automatically imported, and all those clips, I know it yesterday, it was 10 gigs, and right here, this is super small, but let's check pictures. Let's check pictures real quick, how large those files are, and then I'm going to tell you how much we storage we save. Let's see how. So we got less than a gig. So from 9 or 10 gigabytes, so we saved 90% or almost 90% of the file size by doing this, which is a lot. So we imported it, and this is something interesting as well. We only have 2.8 megabytes right now, which is really not a lot because all the files are still in here. And this picture structure I can export to every SSD and make it a portable SSD or whatever. So this process I really like. I mean, it sounds kind of tedious and this stream is kind of long at the moment, but I think for reference and structure, that's really great. Because if you want to create nice projects, you will have to constantly go back to files you already used, and you will save so much time later on because all those files are already perfectly structured. For example, let's create a project, and I don't know, let's call it as and it was page whatever, and use automatic. Yes, just use automatic. I don't care. And once we select all of them, I mean, what we could do is, let's see, keyword, A-roll, B-roll. Okay, so let's scan those real quick. So this is I mean, this probably doesn't matter, but I'm not sure why I'm doing this, but this right here is B-roll, this right here B-roll, this right here A-roll, this right here, this right here B-roll. How do you go to the next clip here? There are a lot. Let's make it like this. Let's see real quick. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Arrow up, arrow down, but oh, perfect. Let's display. Let's see. And then we can display it like this. Select all. And untoggle. Can we untoggle all? No. Okay, doesn't matter. So let's see. We can see enough from up here. So let's close this one. This one we don't need it, and we'll make it a little bit. Actually, we don't. Okay, so for example, this is A-roll, and we can check actually if it worked right here. Perfect, worked. Then let's go to the next clip. This is let's play. And how to play. So this is definitely A-roll. Go next one. You can already see A-roll and A-roll and A-roll. A-roll, A-roll, A-roll. This is definitely B-roll. A-roll, 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 A-roll. And right here we got B-roll, A-roll, 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 B-roll, B-roll, A-roll. So that is also on B-roll, B-roll, A-roll, B-roll, 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 B-roll. Some reason not working. B-roll, B-roll. Let's check out the clips. Perfect. Here, let's create like this. Got this project. Perfect. Let's go to index, roles, edit roles, create new role. Okay. I think I pressed, yeah. A role, create a new one, B role, and A-roll audio. And we also can narrate B-roll audio. And apply. Let's select all A-roll clips and add into the timeline. I think it was E, yeah. Select all and change assign roll. This is A-roll and also A-roll audio or video. And let's do the same with B-roll. Select all, add to the whatever this thing down here is called, and add assign roll. This is B-roll, and also video is B-roll. I mean, it's not ordered, but you get the gist of it. So I want to delete this marker. Why even is there a marker? Yeah, I mean, it's super simple now to filter. And if you want to, this is the thing I was working on. What we can do right now, because this will start taking up a lot of space, like right now probably not, because we didn't do anything complex, but you can see, okay, it's already double what it was at the beginning. We can go File and delete generated clip files. See, go away. All, everything works still fine. Don't worry. And this, we can create as many as we want. It's easy to work with. Let's go back here. Let's see. Okay, wasn't that much, but and if you want right now, when you use it like this and you start selecting in point and out point, and you want to use parts of it that you haven't used in this one already, I saw this handy trick where you create a new library and you copy over only the clips. Might be a video for, because we go unused. That's interesting. Why do we have unused clips? So this is A-roll, B-roll, A-roll, B-roll, B-roll, B-roll. So let's go back to B-roll. I got unused. Let's copy them to here and assign the row. And I don't know why didn't it take it? B-roll, and also here video is B-roll. That's interesting. Why is this the only red one? I don't know. Let's go to A-roll right here, put it in here, and audio is A-roll, and also the video roll is going to be A-roll. Whatever. And that's the process. Well, it was kind of a long video. I don't expect anybody to watch until here, but actually we kept the file size fairly simple, and it's super easy to transfer files and manage files like this. I hope this helped. And what we can do if we want to export it right here, and let's go to this clip right here, and we want to export it to a new library. Let's create a new folder, new project, new event. Now we need a new library. No, okay, let's create a new one and create it here. And, let's here's for the just to show you what we can do is right here. Why would we do this? Let's talk about this first. Let's say here we go on, we want to use all clips, and let's say we used only parts of one clip. Let's select a part of one clip only, I don't care. But if you only select a part here, and actually it doesn't matter. With the process we are doing, there's not really a reason why you would do it like that. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I'm done.